Cancer, thank you for joining me. This is your horoscope for September 2016. It's really nice to be with you today. Now, I've had a really close look at what your horoscope is for the month, and the way I usually do my forecasts is I do it in real time. I go through each day. And what I thought of doing this month is, rather than take you through the whole process, is to do that kind of behind the scenes and to pick out the really key events and dates of the month, which I've done, so that way I can save some of your time and still give you the information that's relevant. So this is the horoscope for sun sign Cancer. Please also check out the horoscope for your rising sign and for your moon sign. That's going to give you extra information. Now, there are a number of lucky gold star days here in September which you need to be aware of from the 2nd until the 9th of September. So it's not just days in your case, it's a whole week. Then the 15th of September and the 25th of September. These are really key magic days where you can do no wrong, okay? So it's very important to make use of those. The first week, the 2nd until the 9th of September, the sun is in Virgo. That's in your 3rd house, and it opposes Neptune and Pisces in your 9th house. So you will notice that you find it very easy to make sense of what you're trying to communicate, where you're trying to get to in life, what the dream is, what you need to do to get there, and things start to click into place and you start to get it. Like whatever the goal may be, or whatever the intention or the next step in your life is, this is a week where things magically start to make sense. And it's like, it's so simple, why didn't I see this before? You'll really have those kind of aha moments and things really start to make sense, and you can make meaning very well and very easily. On the 15th of September, the moon is in Pisces and it conjuncts Neptune, the south node, and Chiron in Pisces in your 9th house. Okay? So again, this is about what is the dream, where am I getting to in life? So for you so far, Cancer, this is kind of a month, and these magic days kind of give you a glimpse in the magic crystal ball, which shows you your future and where you want to get to. On the 25th, the moon is in your sign of Cancer, in the 1st house, and it squares Venus in Scorpio in your 5th house. So these 2 other days have been about the future and seeing where you want to go. The 25th is specific when it comes to love, romance, sex, and passion. How can you bring the desired intensity into your life? How can you make that happen? And you will start to get these great insights into how you can bring that into your life. Listen to the guidance on the 25th. Take it on board, take it seriously, then put that guidance into action, take practical action on it, and you can really make a lot of progress here. Now, the astrological trends that are going to be affecting you significantly this month, first of all, is the Mercury retrograde. That happens here at the end of August, the 30th of August, and it stays in retrograde until the 22nd of September, so pretty much the whole month. It's in the sign of Virgo, in your 3rd house of communication, okay? So Cancer, this retrograde is going to hit you like a truck because Mercury is the communication planet. Virgo is a sign that it's ruled. It's about communication, making sense of things. And in your 3rd house of communication, everything to do with communication is going to go out the window, and you're going to look at new ways of doing things. And before you yell and say, oh my God, I don't want to be hit by a truck, this is why you have those magic clarity moments of insights, and that's why you get it. Because you're forced to look at things a different way. You're forced to communicate differently because the usual ways in which you take information in and reproduce it doesn't work, okay? So it's like someone who has one of their senses, a challenge with one of their senses, sometimes the other senses kind of improve to make up for it. And that's kind of what you're going to be experiencing here, especially during this retrograde. On the 1st of September, this is also going to be significant. The new moon happens in Virgo. There's also a solar eclipse that happens, and both of these things happen in your 3rd house of communication. So at the beginning of the month, set intentions. Say, what is it that I want to get clarity on? What is it that I want to understand here in September? And if I did have a crystal ball, what would I want to see in my life? Put those things down and set the intentions, because as the month progresses, you will get the answers that you're looking for. Jupiter moves into Libra on the 9th of September, and this is huge. Jupiter is the planet of good luck, good fortune. It's the lucky planet. And it stays in each sign of the zodiac for a year approximately. Okay, so it's been in Virgo since August 2015. Now on the 9th of September it moves into Libra and it stays there until October 2017. It is much more positive, it is much more harmonious in the sign of Libra than it is in Virgo. In Virgo it's about being analytical and disciplined and organizing things. This is about being fun and harmonious and enjoying yourself and being loving and romantic and kind and connecting with other people. And for you specifically, Cancer, it's in your 4th house of family. So this month in particular, you can expect amazing family relationships. But beyond this month, while Jupiter is in Libra, your family relationships are really going to improve, really do well. And as a Cancer, your personal, intimate relationships are important to you. So this is really good news. On the 16th, the full moon occurs. This is the harvest moon. There's a lunar eclipse here, and both of these eclipses will serve kind of as an interruption. They will kind of make you feel like, okay, I'm trying to enjoy the energy here and I keep being pulled away or something's niggling at me. So if there's a sense of frustration or something's not right, those are these eclipses, okay? The full moon occurs in your 9th house of travel, expansion, and growth. And again, it's a fruition point. It's a point of understanding what you need to do, what direction you need to go in to become the person you want to be. And that's why it's so important to make that list during the full moon at the beginning of the month so that you can actually get very specific, precise answers to your questions. On the 27th, Pluto goes direct in Capricorn, and that happens in your 7th house of relationships. And this is when you can transform your relationships by putting in work and effort. So you'll have the information in September, it seems like. Then going into October here, you'll start to implement the information, make changes, and really start to thrive and alter the nature of your relationships. Now, the key themes that are really going to appear for you in this month are love, romance, and passion. So you may feel a little bit disappointed in this area until the end of the month when you really become more clearer and put a lot of energy and emphasis into it. So don't spend too much time this month belating the fact that romantically you don't know what you're doing. Later on, it comes in. And October is very much about implementing those changes. So just apply the golden rule for the majority of September. Treat others as you'd like to be treated and you'll be fine. You are really, really driven to succeed in your career life and in your financial life. So instead of trying to find that one romantic partner, that soulmate, focus on career and use the energy in a much more productive way, because you'll actually get something out of it if you focus on career rather than love and romance. That would be kind of like banging your head against the wall. Really, from the 27th onwards, that is the earliest you should start focusing on that in earnest this month. You do well in family relationships, especially from the 9th of September onwards. So spend time with family. You know, work and family, those can be two things that really take up a lot of your time. Oh, and the other thing that is really taking a lot of your attention is that you may be obsessed with perfecting your body. So, you know, I mean, you can do a little bit of work, especially if you're looking for relationships later on. But if you're using it to release anger or to get rid of negative emotions, then really specifically allow yourself to do that. Find an outlet for yourself. There will be a strong desire to travel all month, particularly around the 15th, 16th, and 17th of the month, and it is a good idea for you to travel. So get out for a couple of days, see something different. Business ventures and ideas and new kind of inspirations on investments and financial things until the 9th of September. So the first 9 days of the month, you will have lots of ideas and messages coming in. So really make a note of those as well. And because you are focused to succeed career-wise, try and implement those. So really the things that you ought to be focusing on here are your physical health, your career, and new ideas. And put the romance, passion kind of thing aside. You will do much better with that moving into October, and it will feel much easier for you. So that's your forecast for the month. I hope you have a wonderful September. If you would like a private reading with me about your love life or your career or your life purpose, what it is you're supposed to be doing, then get in touch with me for a private reading. You can do that on my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab and you can order your reading with me there. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. I do live readings on Facebook. Check that out. It's facebook.com/Gregory Scott 444. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll speak to you soon.